Any other students? There is a two way to give the answer. Either you type in a chat and unmute your mic. But I suggest you unmute your mic and then speak, so everyone can get the idea, and we can discuss it in a brief. Okay, collection of number. And then next question is, what do you mean by the information, or we can say what is the difference between data and information. I recommend all of you unmute your mic and discuss, so everyone can get the better idea and we can discuss it in a little bit different. Whenever it is required to give the answer in a chat, I will inform you, type your answer in a chat, but this one is the first lab and introductory lab, so I suggest it will be better that instead of writing answer in a chat. Yes, with the information is processed and filtered data. Yes, Darshan, do you want to say something?
When data is properly organized and which makes some meaning, then it is called information.
Yes. Then what do you mean by data? Is there any difference
Data
between?
means data means simple facts.
Yeah, good. So, first of all, everyone type your answer for this question. Is there any difference between data and information? Yes, type your answer in yes or no. If there is a difference, then type yes. If there is no difference, then type no. Yes. I'm expecting more answers, and everyone has to interact by using either mic or chat. Yes, definitely there is a difference between data and information. Yes, Darshan says correctly. Data is the raw fact, which data is the raw fact which are useful to organize for the any organization, and we cannot take any decision based on that data, but after processing on that data it becomes information, and we can take the good decision to run the business and to achieve the success in a business. So that is the information. Now database, it means the set of information. And next word is management. M for management, that you know in a simple manner. Yes, data is individual unit that contains raw material which does not carry any specific meaning. Yes, yeah, good. Okay, let's start with the M. M for management, that you know very well. Management, it means to manage something, but right now we are concerned about the data and information. It means it should be managed in some meaningful way, so that is database management. Now as for system, system, it means one system by which we can manage the data and information, that is known as the DBMS. So we can say that one software used or to it is used to store and manage the data or maybe information, then it is known as the DBMS, database management system. Okay. Okay, first of all, let's see the syllabus so you can get the idea. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, here it is the syllabus. Subject code is 01C1302. Subject name database management system. Here it is objective and course outcomes are here. We will discuss all these things later on in a lecture session, but right now we are concerned with the practical. This one is the lab session. In lab session we are going to perform the practicals. So we uh, we do not have any lectures before the lab, so we will discuss all this thing in a lecture session. But let's go through it so you can get the basic idea. In a teaching examination scheme, 3 hours lecture and 2 hours practical. Credit is 4. End semester exam 50 marks by the university. Mid semester 30 marks by the university. Internal 20 marks. Viva 25 marks and term work 25 marks. We will decide and inform you in a lecture session. So total 150 marks you have. Clear? And these all are the theory. Unit number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and yes, I am concerned about this 8.1, unit number 8, SQL concept. So in this unit, it is 2 in 1 unit. You can see unit wise it is mentioned in a theory subject, theory portion, as well as it contains the practical portion also. So this unit number 8 will be covered in a laboratory session. So we are working with DDL, DML, primary key, foreign key, all this concept uh, will be uh, taught you in a laboratory session. So in a theory session, this will be not covered. So remember each and every lab sessions, because in a examination, either in a 1 marks MCQ, object 1 mark objective, 3, 4, 6, 8, any type of question will be asked from the practical. It is not like other subject. They will not ask any single practical or maybe few practical, but weightage of this is more compared to others, so you need to concentrate. Then ninth is the PL SQL concepts. This is the reference book, and here it is the practical list. Total we have 5 practicals. Out of these 5 practical, 1 to 4 practical are uh, will cover all the concept which are provided in a syllabus, unit number 8. And fifth one is the self practice practical. It means uh, I will guide you for the, and I will teach you for the practical 1 to 4. I will teach you all the concept for practical 1 to 4, and then after you need to do self practice for the practical 5, and this 5 practical you need to submit on a Google Classroom. So how and when I will inform you how to maintain the records and all these things. Now second thing, sir, where we can perform this practical? I don't have any laptop and all this thing. That is the excuse. This one is the beauty for this subject. You can run this practical even on your mobile phone also. Let me brief you. This question or maybe query contains only 2-3 lines answers, so it is easily to type and copy paste and maintain, and it is easy to understand. So even if you are not having a laptop, then you can perform this thing on a mobile phone. Even today we are going to create that login account for the practical work on a either in a laptop or a mobile phone. You need to create the account. I will give you the live demonstration. I will perform, and all of you have to create the account. That's it. So in a practical one, create a table account. Column name, data type, and size are given. Insert the following records. ये data दिया है, Same like that, we have a 4 table: account, loan, installment, and transaction. Then we have a 5 query. Then it's end of practical one. So practical one is short and very basic practical. So before starting that, uh, let me stop and start with the some basic terminology which you are not aware. You are, but obvious you are aware with the uh, tables, columns, rows. But in a DBMS, it is little bit differ. So you need to remember that terminology. Just wait a minute. Here it is the introductory concept of the SQL, basic of database, introduction of SQL, DDL, DML, DCL, TCL commands, subquery, joins, and view. All this concept will go through during the all lab sessions. So first of all, data. Exactly, you all of you gave the correct answer. Data is the raw facts and figures which are useful to an organization. We cannot take any decision on the basis of data. That is known as the data. It means we can say that it's only raw facts and figures. And information is well processed data is called information. By the help of this information, we can take the decision to run any business, or we can say that to achieve this success in a business, information will used. So this is the basic data and information. Now field. Field, it means set of characters that represents a specific data element. Uh, Let me give the analogy or real example. In an Excel sheet, we can say that one box is known as the field, one cell. And record, collection of field is called a record, and record can have field of different data types. So it means row. Horizontal line is known as the record, and maybe a row. And column or attribute, it means the vertical line, it is known as the column. And attributes, remember these two new things: record and attributes. Later on there are certain more new names. And then schema, logical structure of the database, it is known as the schema. So I request all of you, whenever I say it is important, it will ask in an exam. It means it is very most important thing. And if you want to note it down, then you can note it down to somewhere, either in your book, or maybe in a sticky note, or maybe anywhere. Whenever any topic which is having a less important, I will also discuss that thing. Generally, it will not ask in an exam like this. So you will be idea on what portion you have to concentrate. But this subject DBMS is the very basic and useful subject. So from for the starting unit, most of 90% of theories are important. So it is not like that sir is saying everything is important, but it is really important. For example, a schema. So in 1 mark objective and 1 mark MCQ, so many times they ask what is schema, and logical structure of database. Then this filling the blanks options are given to you: schema, instance, none of above, and all of the above. So this type of question will be asked. And in your university paper style, there are 10 objective 1 mark and 10 MCQ. So there are more chances to ask. So logical structure of the database. So Let me give you the example. A logical structure, it means in our syllabus we have seen that practical one, first table account, column name, data type, size, and maybe attribute. So this is the structure. आपका टेबल ऐसा कुछ दिखेगा. This type of structure is known as the logical structure. An instance is the data stored in database at a particular moment of time, that it is known as the instance. जो भी आप values add कर रहे हो at specific time, then it is known as the instance. Okay, let me clear one thing. Do not worry if you are not getting right now anything, because this one is the introductory, and without learning that unit number 1 in a theory, it is little bit difficult for you, but it is very easy to remember. So do not worry anything. Then database, it's a collection of logically related data along with its description. It is termed as the database, or we can say that database is software used to store and manage the data. This DBMS, database management system, was introduced during the 1960s to store any type of data, and it offers some CRUD operation. CRUD operation, I will explain you. It offers the manipulation of the data like insertion, deletion, and updation of the data. CRUD operation, it means creating, insertion, deletion, and updation like this. These operations are under the DDL, DML, DCL, and PCL commands. So we will discuss it later. So DBMS performs the functions like creating, revising, controlling the database. It means store and manage the database. So as I said, it is specially designed to create and maintain the data and enable the individual business application to extract the desired data. To extract the desired data, it means, for example, in our college we have 10,000 students. How I can identify TC2 students? I want only my desired data is TC2. I want a class list of TC2, but out of 10,000 data, it is a little bit difficult. So by using the help of DBMS and RDBMS, it is very easy to get the data from the 10,000 students for TC2. So we can say that DBMS and RDBMS are used whenever we have a large amount of data. So there is a one difference. There is a lots of difference between DBMS and RDBMS. After this, we will see. Okay. Now tuple. One more terminology. A row in a relation is called a tuple. So earlier we can say that record, tuple, and row. Excuse me. A row in a relation is called a tuple, and attributes, it's a vertical line or column in a relation. Relation, it means table. That is table, or we can say in Excel sheet we are saying generally everywhere that thing as a column. So column in a relation is called a attribute. It is also termed as a field or data item. Degree and cardinality, right now you will ignore this. Whenever it is required, these slides I will explain you this constraints and all this thing. Now struct SQL. Remember this full form of SQL with proper spelling, but because in a 1 mark MCQ in a and objective, so many times they ask what is the full form of SQL, and there are nearby spellings and nearby options, so you will get the confused. So structured query language, that is the SQL. So structured query language, there are two types of language: procedural language and non-procedural language. SQL is the non-procedural language. Okay, what do you mean by procedural and non-procedural? Procedural, it means we need to specify the procedure, And non-procedural, it means no need to give any specific procedure to get the data. Okay. The structure query language SQL is the standard command set used to communicate with the relational database management system and the user. It means if we want to extract some data from the database, then SQL command will use. So there are lots of command like create, insert, select, grant, revoke, and there are lots of mathematical and string functions. By the help of that function, we can communicate with the relational database management system, that is the RDBMS. It means the data, our database. So SQL is the non-procedural language that is used to create, manipulate, and process the databases. So we can first create the database and then insert the data. We can say that store the data and then manipulate the data, and we can process on that data, and then we can delete that data also. Characteristic of the SQL, it is very easy to learn and use. Whenever we have a large amount of data uh, to handle, then it is very easy, and it is the non-procedural language. It means, as I said, we do not have to specify the procedure to complete a task. Just give the command. That is the non-procedural language. Okay, now here it is the data type of SQL. Uh, this question is not directly asked in a exam, but this concept is very basic, similar to C language, because in a C language every time we are declaring that variable with the data type. Same like that, whenever we create the table or database, at that time we need to use this data type in SQL. So as you know, data type is the uh, like other programming language, the facility of defining the data of various types is available in the SQL. The common data type of SQL is the number, varchar 2, date. Three data types are mostly used in the SQL. Rest of were used earlier, but three are right now most frequently used: number, varchar 2, and date. So let's see one by one. It is similar to other language. Number, it means we can store the numeric value into particular variable or particular column. So syntax of that is number n comma d. N is the n specifies the number of digits, and d it means after the precision, after the decimal points, how many numbers you want to display. That is the d. So let's see the example. Amount number 5 comma 2. Amt is the variable, or we can say that column name. So in this column we can store 5 comma 2. It means 5 digits before the precision. So, sorry, 5 digits with 2 digits right of the decimal points. So whenever you practice on this, you will get the idea. Character, earlier in some there are lots of application available to perform the DBMS and RDBMS, like Oracle, uh, MySQL, and then Microsoft SQL. In earlier, it was used as a character data type. Nowadays it is upgraded. जैसे विंडो हमारा अपडेट होता है, विंडोज 7, विंडो 8 एंड सो ऑन. Same like that, character, varchar, varchar 2, these three are the upgradation versions. So latest version of that data type is varchar 2. Nowadays most of software and application use the varchar 2 data type. So let's see the difference. Character, it means we can store only character up to the 255 character only. Size of this is 255, and we can store only character. So now instead of that, varchar and varchar 2, length is maximum 4000 character, and we can store alphanumeric values into this particular column. Alphanumeric means number as well as character. So this one is the use. Varchar 2 There is nothing difference between Worker and Worker 2. That is the only version. Updated version is Worker 2. Updated name is Worker 2. So Worker 2 is used in most commonly used in most of softwares. So let's see example address Worker 2 50. It means in an address column we can store alphanumeric value up to the 50 character long. 51 character it will not allow, only 50 character. So less number of character you can store, but not more than 50 you cannot store. Similar to other. Now date function. Date is one data type which stores the dates. So as you know, we have a different different formats for the date, like dd, yy, dd, yy, then ddyy, and so on. But commonly standard format is dd, mon, yy. Again, not my words, and remember this line. It is totally depend on the software. The common format is ddmo and yy, but it is totally depend on the application, totally depends on the database. जैसे कि हम एपेक्स का लॉगिन ओरेकल का यूज करने वाले हैं. अर्लियर इन ओरेकल 10G or 9i or 11G application, they use this format dd, mo, and yy. But in Apex application, Apex website, it use the mo and dd, yy format. So it totally depends on the software or application. Clear? Then long, we can store up to the 2 GB, and then row and long row, whenever we have a binary data like images, pictures, at that time we can use, but we will use only number, data, and worker 2 for the entire laboratory session. Next, operators in SQL. As you know very well, these operators, arithmetic operators, means addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and the relation operators, equal, less or equal, greater equal, less than, greater than, and all this. And logical operators, or, and not, as you studied in other subject like electronics subject. Or it means both, either one condition is true, then it will allow, and both condition must be true, then and then you can enter into the body, or for the condition, for the statements, block or body, or not, that is the different thing. So, or we can say the inverse. So these operators will be used in SQL. Now next, processing capability of SQL. Okay, I'm holding this topic for a while. Before going ahead, let me give the brief about the difference between DBMS and RDBMS. I can understand this one is the one-sided interaction, because these all are the introductory part, but I'm sure from the next half an hour, or maybe from the next lab, you will enjoy, because we will have the practical session and too much interaction, so you will enjoy. So first of all, let see the difference between DBMS and RDBMS. As you know, DBMS is used to store and manage the data, and RDBMS, full form of the RDBMS, is Relational Database Management System. It is the advanced version of the DBMS system. Advanced version of the DBMS system, and it came into existence during the 1970s. DBMS introduced in the 1960s, and RDBMS introduced in 1970s. So the system allows the organization to access the data more efficiently than the DBMS. So we can say that RDBMS is more efficient compared to the DBMS. How it is more efficient? For that, we need to differentiate DBMS and RDBMS, on some parameters. So we will see it one by one. Okay. So our DBMS is the software system which is used to store only data which need to be stored in form of table. So already we have discussed some terminology of table, that is the row, column, tuples, attributes, and all these things. So let's see the difference between DBMS and RDMS. If I talk about the storage, then DBMS stores data as a file. File, it means maybe Excel file, Word file, maybe. Okay. In earlier, when we were in a school, at that time, our attendance was taken in a hard copy and a master. Nowadays, it is a online attendance system. So that is the help of RDBMS. Your data is stored in form of table when you take the admission, and then we are able to fill the attendance. That is the use of RDBMS. So RDBMS is stored in the form of tables in a column or rows. Now let's talk about the structure. Structure of the DBMS, it means stores the data either in navigational or hierarchical form. Okay, in a second unit we have a different types of model. Hierarchical model is it means group and subgroup, parents and child, like this. In a RDBMS, it uses the tabular structure. Tabular structure, it means columns and rows. According to that column and rows, we can insert the values. Okay, next important thing is number of users. In a DBMS, it supports only single user, and RDBMS it supports multiple users. Okay, let's see the real example. DBMS supports single user only, and RDBMS it supports multiple users. Okay, let me ask one question to everyone so you will not get bored, and it will be interactive. Can anyone give me the answer? Right now, we are doing the Google Meet. Or okay, let me give the easiest example. Google shared sheet. If I shared one sheet with you, Google shared sheet, then it is the example of what? DBMS and RDBMS. Type your answer into a chat. Everyone, type your answer into a chat. Google Sheet is the example of DBMS or RDBMS. What? I am expecting 22 answers because 22 students are here. Total strength of your lab is 24, but 2 are absent, so I need more answers. So you will get the interactive. Yeah. Most of our are giving the answer RDBMS because multiple users, and we can say that RDBMS, it means you can share, you can use that data from anywhere. You can use that data from anywhere, either at your home, from any state of India, from any country. So internationally, even you can use that Google Sheet. Am I right? Okay. Now, what is the example of DBMS? For example, on my desktop, there is one sheet TC2 class list. That is the example of DBMS. That is known as the file, Excel file. Table is there, data is there, but it is example of DBMS. Why? It is used by only me, single user, and that file I cannot access from anywhere. That is the example. Main difference between the DBMS and RDBMS. Well, that is the advantage of RDBMS. So we can access that thing from anywhere. Clear? Okay. Another example. For example, in any subject like C and DBMS, whenever our physical class, you perform the practicals on a particular lab, on particular PC, then it is known as the static, or you can say that single user only, or maybe you can say that DBMS. But right now you are learning from home. It means whatever you are performing on a online, you can access that data from anywhere. Then it is the example, best example of real life example of the RDBMS. Okay, right now you cannot understand this thing. Already you understand uh, this thing, but I want to give one example, that is the Apex. In a database we are going to perform all the practical on Apex account. So that Apex account supports the RDBMS. It means you can access that thing from anywhere. So that's why. And next, there are certain parameters which are important, but right now you cannot understand because it depends on some theory topics. So one more, that is the client server. Yes, DBMS does not support the client server architecture. As we discussed, it's a single user, so there is no any client and server. But RDBMS supports the client server architecture. For example, Apex, we all are the client, and based on our account, we use that thing, and Oracle is the server. So that is, it supports the client server architecture. Okay, let me give the example of DBMS and RDBMS. Uh, Example of DBMS is the XML and any file in a system, or Windows registry, MS Access. These all are the example of DBMS. And the example of RDBMS is MySQL, Oracle, old version of Oracle. There are lots of versions are available in our market. So all the version of Oracle and SQL Server, and so many examples are there. So the main key difference between DBMS and RDBMS, DBMS stores the data as a file, whereas in the RDBMS, data is stored in the form of tables. DBMS supports single users, while RDBMS supports multiple users. DBMS does not support client server architecture, but RDBMS supports client server architecture. Clear? So this is the difference between DBMS and RDBMS. Okay, let's start with the next thing, processing capability of SQL. The following are the processing capabilities of SQL, DDL, DML, DCL, and TCL. Okay, I think I should stop this theory for a while, and let me explain another thing. So you are not getting bored. Okay, just 1 minute. Uh, those who are having a laptop, they can start your laptop, and those who are not having a laptop, even they can perform all the practicals on mobile phone. And right now you are able to create the account on mobile phone. For that, I have uploaded one Apex manual in your e-content under the laboratory session, under the lab manual. So you can download it and perform all these steps. Those who are having a laptop, they can download it and perform these steps. And those who are having a mobile phone, it is little bit difficult to switch from one tab to another tab. But do not worry, I am performing all these steps on my PC, so you can get the idea and perform the steps. Or even I will speak each and everything, so you can perform all these things. Okay, just wait a minute, let me type the URL in a chat box. Okay, I have pasted the URL into a chat box. So everyone click on that link. It is mandatory to create the account, because without this account you cannot perform on a single practical, or not even a single query. So it is mandatory to create the account, and periodically you need to log in with this Apex username and password, because if you become an idle user, then maybe this will be logged. Clear? अभी आपके बैच में 24 स्टूडेंट्स है, 3 स्टूडेंट्स आर एब्सेंट, so you can guide them and inform them to create the account, because without creating account you cannot start the practical number 1. So practical 1 we will start from the next step, but today we will go through all the basic concept, then account creation, and then basic syntax. So from the next step we will start. Okay, I hope everyone click on that website. Here below you will find below the sign in button you will find the request a workspace. Click on the request a workspace. Just 1 minute, I am having a lab manual also, so you can get the idea. Click on a create a workspace. Here it is, request a workspace. Okay, I am also creating that thing, request a workspace. You will get this type of GUI with this type of page, request a workspace. Here you need to write a first name. Do not make any mistake, and remember all this data, all this information you will receive on your institute email. So write down the first name. Yes, fill all the required details carefully, like first name, your name, last name, your last name, or maybe surname, and email. Use your institute email address only. You need to type institute email ID only. Institute email ID only. Clear? Okay. Then workspace. Here, what do you mean by the workspace? Workspace, it means on Oracle server, after creating this account, Oracle will provide some space to specific user to store the data. It means whatever we are going to create in a table form, it will store directly to Oracle server. So it provides the workspace for us. So in a workspace, you need to type your name underscore your surname. It means the last name, first name underscore last name. Everyone has to give same thing. First name underscore last name. Okay. Let me do this thing. Here, sorry, you need to provide the Marwadi email address. The workspace, you need to give the first name and last name, but this workspace you can define. This workspace name uniquely identifies your development environment and is used when signing. If someone is having the same name, then it will not allow. At that time you need to change, but first priority, first name underscore last name. My name is already there, so I renamed that thing workspace Mitesh underscore Patel. Now country India. I hope everyone is with me on this same step. If you are finding any problem and difficulty, then just unmute your mic and tell me. In a usage, you need to select organization. In organization, you need to type Marwadi University. Clear? I hope everyone on the same page. Okay, just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. So those who are doing on mobile phone might be they will not able to cope up this speed. Okay, after all, yes. Anyone wants to say something? Yes, Dhruvil. Dhruvil. आपको कुछ कहना है ध्रुवील?
सर
यस वैभव.
ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में सिर्फ मारवाड़ी यूनिवर्सिटी लिखना है ना?
किसमें? ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में. यस, सिर्फ मारवाड़ यूनिवर्सिटी.
ओके. और वर्क स्पेस में हमें नेम अंडरस्कोर जो सरनेम हो वही, या फिर हम अपना भी कुछ?
नहीं, अभी कुछ नहीं. अपना फर्स्ट नेम अंडरस्कोर लास्ट नेम सरनेम, दैट इज.
ओके सर.
Okay. You can see my screen also. It is visible for everyone. After writing this, click on a next. It's a very basic information. You can fill it by yourself as well as with the help of lab manual. And right now I am doing this thing. So with me, you can perform all these steps. Okay. After clicking on next page, second page is for survey. First question: are you new to Oracle Application Express? Click on yes. Do you plan to use this workspace for a university class or training? Click on yes. You have to click on a yes for the both question and then go for the next page. Here, why are you requesting this service? Here you need to write the one line answer, any answer, like to learn the SQL, to learn the to perform the practical or teaching learning process, like anything. Better answer: to perform the SQL practicals. And right here, to perform the SQL practicals. Meanwhile, if you are finding any problem, and if you are not getting, then you can unmute your mic and let me know. Okay, after this, click on a next. Okay, this one is the agreement. Accept this, read this agreement and accept the terms and click on the next. Okay, here it is the confirmation page. You need to verify each and everything, like spelling mistake, and you must check the email address, because on this email ID you will receive your username and password. You will receive one email. on this email ID. So it should be it must be institute email ID, and you need to check the email. So after verify all this thing, click on a submit request. You will get the email on this email ID. फिर आपको क्या करना है, उस ईमेल आईडी में जाना है और चेक करना है. उसके बाद का स्टेप्स मैं आपको 5 मिनट्स के बाद बताऊंगा. यहाँ तक सब क्लियर है आई थिंक. ठीक है, आप लोगों को सबमिट करना है. क्लियर? ओके, डन. Up to this, do all these steps and go to your, okay, no need to write done. I will get back to you. I will ask each and every students whether you are able to logged in or not, but there are certain steps remaining. Okay, check your email, institute email ID. You will receive one email from the Oracle like this. Yes, like this you will receive one email. After that, what you have to do, I will inform you just within 5 minutes. So everyone can be on same page. जो लोग पीछे या फिर कुछ रह गया है, either network issue or any other issue, perform all these steps up to this and email address पे जाके यहाँ तक आप देख लीजिए. ये मेल आ गया है. ठीक है, I get back to you within 5 minutes. I hope everyone received the email. अभी तक किसको email receive नहीं हुआ है? Should I wait for them? No one is responding. It means सबको mail आ गया है. Okay, let's move forward. In that mail, you will find the create workspace. So click on that create workspace button. Then you will find continue to sign in screen. Click on that and you will find change password. तो पासवर्ड आपका चेंज कर लीजिए. एंड रिमेंबर दिस थिंग, पासवर्ड आपको याद रखना है, क्योंकि ये फिर से मेरे पास राइट्स नहीं है आपके पासवर्ड रीसेट करने का. ठीक है, और फॉरगॉट भी नहीं होता है, बहुत टाइम लगता है. सो आपका पासवर्ड ऐसा ही रखो जो आपको याद रहे. ठीक है, फिर चेंज पासवर्ड करके आपको ऐसा GUI आ जाएगा. देख लो एक बार, एसक्यूएल वर्कशॉप। उसके बाद क्या करना है वो मैं लाइव प्रैक्टिकल आपको अभी दिखाऊंगा। अप टू दिस आप पासवर्ड चेंज कर लो। Everyone perform these steps. Click on create workspace and then continue to sign in and then change the password. You will find the Oracle Apex account login like this. If you get this page, then it's the complete procedure. Your account is created. Now I will ask each and every student whether it is created, whether it is done or not. Okay, let's start with the Ayush. Ayush, unmute your everyone. Unmute your mic and reply me. Ayush,
Yes, sir.
done or
Yes,
remaining?
sir. Done. Done. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Bansi,
Done, sir.
good. Darshan, Darshan,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
your voice is breaking. Darshan, done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Dhruti, Dhruti,
Done, done.
okay. Dhruvik,
Done, sir.
okay.
Done.
Dhruvil, Dhruvil Jhalavadia,
Yes,
done.
sir.
Hasti,
Done, sir.
Jai, Jai Vasavada,
Yes, sir.
done.
Done, sir.
Okay, Jeet, okay, done. Mansi, yes. Nancy, Nigam, Nigam, okay, done. Pratik, Vidhi,
Done, sir.
Syam,
Done, sir.
Suryabali. Uh, if you want any help, then inform me. I will guide you. Or otherwise, if you need time, so I will give you 5 minutes. Later on, I will ask you. Utsav,
Done, sir.
Vaibhav,
Done.
Jubair. Yes, Jubair. Okay, done. So let's wait for the Suryabali, and then I will explain the GUI.
हेलो।
Okay. Suryabali, have you done or it's remaining? Done. Okay. Now you everyone or on our same page, SQL workshop. Now let's understand this GUI. This provides so many functionality, but for the DBMS, we have to click on SQL workshop, then SQL commands, SQL workshop and SQL commands. You will find this type of platform. Now I have already created the tables, so you can see here. Let me type one query. This one is one answer. Select transform account. Here you need to write the answers and queries. Then after you need to click on a run button. Run button पे आप क्लिक करेंगे, you will get the output below pen. जो ये आंसर वाली पेन है उसके नीचे एक पेन आएगी, उसमें आपको पूरा आउटपुट मिलेगा. So in account table we have 5 columns: account number, name, city, balance and loan taken, and 5 rows: A002, A003, 4, 5 and 1. So this is form of table. This table you can access from anywhere. If you are having the, or if you use if you share this username and password, multiple user can use this table. So do not share your username and password. Clear? So from okay, next thing, from the find table, I will explain all this thing in a practical one also. So find table one, tables. If you click on that, you will find the number of tables which you have created. यहाँ पे आपकी पूरी डिटेल मिल जाएगी, कितने टेबल्स आपने क्रिएट किया है, whether the database or whether the table or whether the relation is exist or not. Clear? So when we start the first practical, you will get the more ideas. But this one is the simple GUI and it is very easy to use. Clear? Now, is there any doubt for this Apex? Then you can ask me. Each and every practical we will perform on this Apex. So you need to maintain each and everything. Okay, how to maintain that I will discuss. But before that, if you are having any query and doubt, then you can ask me. It means no. Okay. Let's see how to maintain the file. Right now there is no physical class, so there is no file submission like this, but you have to submit on a Google Classroom. Each and every practical you need to submit on a Google Classroom. I will generate and invite you for the DBMS Google Classroom. So for that, from the starting of the first lab, you need to maintain the word files for individual practical. Practical 1 के लिए, practical 2, 3, 4 and practical 1 के लिए जो file है, that is more important because it will be used in the practical 3. At that time your time will be saved. तो practical 1 में कैसे फाइल मेंटेन करना है और सभी में कैसे फाइल मेंटेन करना है वो आप एक बार देख लो. वर्ड में आपको लिखना है फाइल नेम मस्ट बी नेम अंडरस्कोर एनरोलमेंट नंबर .pdf. only PDF file you have to upload, then name, then enrollment number and then practical 1 ना सेंटर पे आपको practical 1 लिखना है यहाँ पे. ठीक है. then टेबल अकाउंट, then टेबल उसकी वैल्यूज, फिर उसकी क्वेरीज, दूसरा टेबल उसकी वैल्यूज, तीसरा टेबल उसकी वैल्यूज, चौथा टेबल उसकी वैल्यूज, और लिस्ट ऑफ क्वेरीज, 5 queries like this, question and answer. Everything you need to copy and paste. Here, first perform on a Apex and then copy either in a chat or in a Word file. So this type of Word file you need to maintain, and that Word file you need to convert into a PDF, and PDF file you need to upload on a Google Classroom. I will give you some deadlines. Here, done. Now, is there any doubt? At least say something, yes or no.
No, sir.
Okay. Any other students? Okay. So let's start the basic concept, basic syntax for the practical one. And let's understand the different DTL, DML, and again theory. Is it visible? If it is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, mainly we have a 4 part: DDL, DML, DCL, and TCL. This one is the most important question for the short question MCQ, as well as the full form, as well as the long question. In a short question, they may ask the full form. What is the full form of DTL, and list out the DTL command. So let's see the list. DTL, it means data definition language. DML, data manipulation language. TCL, data control languages, and TCL, transaction control languages. So first, DDL, the data definition language. Name suggests its meaning, and see the beauty in a most of theory, not in a one subject. In a most of subject, more word or title says its meaning. For example, here data definition language. Definition, it means some structure. It defines. So first we define the table. Define table, it means in that table we have 5 columns, then data types and all these things. That is known as the define. Next is the data manipulation language. Manipulation, it means manipulate something. It means update, delete, rename, maybe insert, change karna. That is manipulation. Third one is data control language. It means we can control the data, we can control the rights, we can control the tables. So it means all about the privileges. Next, transaction control language. It means whatever transaction is going on, we can control that transactions. So transaction is one unit in a theory. So right now you do not confuse. Let's start with the DDL, data definition language, in which the storage structure and access method used by the database system are specified. Storage structure, it means in a roll number column we can store numbers only. In a name we can store where alphanumeric, it means for example alphanumeric means character plus number. And address, it's alphanumeric, it means we can use the varchar 2. It means storage structures, उसमें क्या हम store करेंगे. So that is the data definition language. Specification notation for defining the database is schema, as I said, logical structure. So under this category DDL, we have a lots of command like create, drop, alter, truncate, and rename. So create से क्या होगा? Name suggests its meaning, to create the database or its object. तो object में बहुत सारे objects है, like table create कर सकते, इंडेक्स क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, फंक्शन क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, व्यू, स्टोर प्रोसीजर एंड ट्रिगर्स. These all are whatever written in a bracket. These all are the individual topic in a syllabus theory. So we can create so many things. Then drop. Drop it means to delete the object from the database. For example, table create किया हमने, उसको delete करना है पूरा table with structure. Remember this thing. Each and every line is most important because this will help you a lot to remember in future further commands. Drop it means to delete objects from the database. It means with all data, with all columns, and with structure. There is a difference between drop, truncate, and delete. So you should make the difference. Alter. To alter the structure of the database. जैसे नेम में आपने साइज दी है 10 कैरेक्टर, लेकिन मेरा नेम 15 कैरेक्टर का है, तो I need to change the size. Then you can use the alter command. We will see each and every command in a detail with syntax. Do not worry. But right now you remember only the why it is used or where we can use it. Then truncate, to remove all records from the table, including all space allocated for the records are removed. It means only data, structure will be there, table will be there. Next, rename. किसी को आपको rename करना है तो rename keyword use होगा. Next DML commands. It is used for accessing and manipulating the data by the appropriate data model. We have different data models in unit number 2. ER diagram, object model, class model, hierarchical model, like this. So DML, also known as the query language. There are two types, procedural and non-procedural. Non-procedural is declarative. Procedural, what data is required and how to get those data, it means need to specify the procedure. And declarative, non-procedure, it means no need to specify the, how to get those data. We need to write the command only. For that, under this category DML, we have a command like select, insert, update, delete, select, to retrieve the data from the database. It means first we have defined the data and then insert the data into a table. After inserting the data using the insert command, if we want to retrieve some data, जैसे आपने एडमिशन लिया कॉलेज में, तो आपका डेटा सब कुछ सॉफ्टवेयर में स्टोर हो गया. इट मीन्स इंसर्ट हो गया. फर्स्ट क्रिएट हुआ, फिर आपका डेटा इंसर्ट हुआ, और नाउ I can identify or I can generate your data from the software. That is the select. मैं ड्रॉप डाउन में से आपका पूरा डेटा निकाल सकता हूँ. आपका फोन नंबर, आपके पेरेंट्स के फोन नंबर, आपका एड्रेस एंड एनरोलमेंट नंबर, GR नंबर, एवरीथिंग. That is the retrieval. To retrieve data from the database. So this is the basic cycle. First create the table, then insert the data, and then retrieve the data according to you. Okay, next, update. So whenever you made the mistake, at that time it is required to update that data. For example, किसी students का नाम है पवन, and you have made the mistake, spelling mistake. Instead of Pawan, you have written something else. At that time, if you need to change, if you want to change, then you can use the update. So by using update, you can update the existing data within that table. Next is delete. To delete the record from the database table. Specific column आपको delete करनी है. जैसे पवन ने एडमिशन कैंसिल कर दिया, तो मैं पूरा टेबल तो डिलीट नहीं कर सकता ना, मुझे सिर्फ पवन का ही डेटा डिलीट करना है. तो आई कैन यूज द डिलीट कमांड. सो दिस आर द DML कमांड. नेक्स्ट, BCL कमांड. Grant and revoke. So grant is gives user access privileges to the database. It means if you want to give these some privileges, rights, permission, and control to specific user, then you can give the rights. For example, I want to give a grant to two students, enrollment number 1 and 2. They can access my table. they can access my table. जो मैंने एपेक्स में बनाया है वो टेबल दो लोग यूज कर सकते हैं, और अगर उन लोगों ने कुछ गलती कर रहे हैं या फिर मिस यूज कर रहे हैं, then I can withdraw that rights. So by using a revoke command you can withdraw user access privileges, तो वापस ले सकते हैं. This is DCL command. Next, TCL, transaction control language. 6 or 7 unit is all about transaction. So we have a command commit, rollback, save point and set transaction. Commit is similar to save. जैसे हम control S करके save करते हैं, same like that in Oracle. If you write the commit, then it will save the data into particular table. In some software, not in all, there is a auto commit facility. Auto commit facility, it means periodically it will save your database. If your transaction is failed during your execution, then we require to roll back that thing. That's why we can use the rollback. So वो recovery होगा. ठीक है? We will discuss each and everything later on. So first of all, let's start with the DDL command first. That is the create command, because we need to create the table first, then insert the data, and then retrieve that data from that table. So first of all, everyone, take pen and paper. I will give you a time after explaining. So first of all, pay attention on this slide. Create table command is used to create the table, and general syntax is here. You can see the cursor. Create is the keyword. Create is the command. Table is the keyword, and in angular bracket it is written table name. It means it may be vary. It's a variable. You can write anything here. Table name, either students, teacher, hospital, whatever. Customer, loan, account, installment, whatever. So create table, table name, table का नाम देना है. Then after into bracket, उस टेबल में कौन कौन सी कॉलम होंगी वो आपको स्पेसिफाई करना है. फॉर एग्जांपल कॉलम 1 उसकी डेटा टाइप. फॉर एग्जांपल स्टूडेंट टेबल में कॉलम 1 आपकी है रोल नंबर, तो रोल नंबर में आप क्या डेटा स्टोर करना चाहते हो, तो आप न्यूमेरिक ले सकते हो, वेक्टर 2 भी ले सकते हो, कुछ भी ले सकते हो. So यहाँ पे data type mention करना है. Then after it is written here not null and unique and column constant into a square bracket. What do you mean by the square bracket? It means it's a optional. You may write or may not. It's a optional. It is not mandatory. Clear? ये आपको constraint है. We will discuss all the constraint in a theory portion, and as well as in a practical 3. But right now, do not worry about this thing. You just remember column 1 data type, column 2 data type, and then bracket is over. Let me give you one example so you can get the idea. Here it is written create table customer. Customer table हमने create किया. उसमें first column customer number. बोलने के लिए customer number है, लेकिन this one is the too long to type, so that's why I use cost underscore number. But this attribute column name you should remember at the time of retrieval. So customer number, उसकी data type है varchar 2 4. It means we can store 4 alphanumeric value in a customer number. Then primary key. Right now you ignore this thing, primary key. Then second column is customer number. Customer name varchar 2. Then customer address varchar 2 30. Then customer phone number, data type is number, and 10. So 4 columns we have: customer number, customer name, customer address, and customer phone. 4 column with the customer table. So this is the customer table. By using this syntax, we can use the we can create the table into the Apex or into any database. Clear? So I request all of you, you just noted down the syntax, and there one example. I will give you 10. Either you note it down in a sticky note, or maybe in a notepad. Dhruvil, I get back to you. Just 1 minute. Everyone write this syntax. Okay, done. Next, write down one example so you can get the idea, and you can generate the more tables based on this. Do not write the primary key. Just write the column name space data type. Okay, I think we have written this syntax. Okay, let me stop this thing. Or it's remaining. I hope all of you have returned. Okay, let me stop this thing. Okay, Dhruvil Jhalavadia. Dhruvil, you should know this thing while any faculty is explaining on a PPT on Google Meet in a presentation mode. They are not able to find the. They are not able to see the chat. You should have patience. Yeah. When I asked, आपने बोला done. मैंने बोला ही था कि Dhruil, I can read your comments. आपको इतना पता होना चाहिए कि चेंज नो मेल ना આવ્યો હોય તો you should wait. અને મેં જેને એ લોકોને જ પૂછ્યું છે કે તમારે એસક્યુએલ નું વર્કશોપ વાળું જે હતું એસક્યુએલ કમાન્ડ સુધીનું લોગિન પાસવર્ડ ચેન્જ થઈ જાય એ સ્ટેપ્સ થઈ ગયા છે કે નથી થયા ત્યારે તે ડન કીધું હતું ન આવ્યો હોય તો વેઇટ કર અધરવાઇઝ પાછું બીજી વાર પ્રોસિજર કરી નાખ ક્લિયર અને એમાં ઇન્સ્ટિટ્યૂટ ઈમેલ આઈડી વ્યવસ્થિત રાખજે ચેક કર સ્પામમાં આવ્યું છે કે નથી આવ્યું ન આવ્યું હોય તો થોડુંક વેઇટ કર યુ હેવ અ 1 week ટાઈમ બિફોર નેક્સ્ટ વીક લેબ ટ્રાય કરી જોજે બરોબર while I am teaching, listen everyone, this is the general instruction for everyone. While I am explaining and teaching, I am not able to see your chat because your PPT is on presentation mode. So in a backend Google Meet is there, so I am not able to see your chat. If it is not important, then you can raise your query after finishing my question, after finishing my theory. Whenever I am teaching, at that time, if my voice is breaking, if screen is not visible, then you can unmute, someone can unmute your mic and inform me. Later on, if you are having any doubt or any query regarding the theory and anything else, then after completing that theory, I get back to you. At that time, you ask me. And remember this thing, when I ask any question to particular students, at that time I will not accept any excuse like sir network problem था, मुझे ये समझ में नहीं आया था, या फिर आप कुछ रिस्पॉन्स नहीं दे रहे हो, then simply I will put absent. For example, अभी मैं यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट्स का नाम ले रहा था, फॉर एग्जाम्पल जय का नाम ले रहा हो, जय रिप्लाई नहीं दे रहा है, तो उसका मतलब वो नहीं है प्रेजेंट क्लास में, तो वह सिंपली एब्सेंट कर दूंगा. यस, इफ यू आर हैविंग एनी इश्यूज like network issue, electricity issue and microphone issue, you are not able to speak, then you can even type in a chat. But when I ask any question, for example, what do you mean by information, already after explaining I will ask the question, after explaining also, at that time. But obvious, you may at least say something, either yes, no, I don't know, sir, but at least you should respond and use your common sense whenever it requires. Yeah. Okay. Second thing, for the practical lab sessions, if you are working with your laptop or mobile phone anywhere, you can perform this query from anywhere, from any devices. So in between I will ask any students randomly to share your screen. It means I can check your work, whether you are doing or not. So it's better you perform all these queries with all students. Yes, but obvious, those who are having a laptop, they can do fast, and those who are doing on a mobile phone, they require 1 minute more. So I will provide you time, enough time, and I will give you some work. Uh, you need to display that work in a next lab that you need to complete. क्लियर? ऐसा नहीं कि मैं आपको शेयर करने को बोलूँ स्क्रीन, आप बोलेंगे सर मेरे पास लैपटॉप नहीं है, मोबाइल भी शेयर कर सकते हैं, मोबाइल में भी आपकी क्वेरी सॉल्व हो जाएगी। यस डेफिनेटली आप कोई डिफिकल्टी आ रही है, आपकी एरर मिस्टेक हो रही है, एरर आ रही है, एंड यू विल शेयर योर स्क्रीन एंड आई विल रिजॉल्व योर क्वेरीज लाइक दिस। क्लियर? So this is the basic. Now one question for all of you. Note it down. Create a table student. Create table name is student and column names are roll number, student name and phone number and birthday. 4 column. Roll number, name, phone number and birthday. Create the table and paste your answer into a check. Clear? I am waiting for your answer. Again I am repeating. Table name is student, 4 column, roll number, name, phone number and a birthday. After creating table, type your answer or paste your answer into a chat, so I can get the idea those who are working effectively or not. It requires only 1 or 2 minutes. Why you are taking too much time? Okay, Ayush has pasted. Create table students, roll number integer. Ayush, we are not learning C language. We are learning DBMS and data types. I have explained. So correct your answer and paste it again. Again, I am repeating question. Ayush, your table is incorrect. Again, I am repeating the question. Table name is student. Okay, I am pasting that thing. column name is roll number, name, and phone number, phone underscore number, and yeah, birth date. तो 4 कॉलम होनी चाहिए. ठीक है. Okay, उत्सव vested. Okay, create info students. Student name, varchar 2, student roll number, varchar 2 for size. Okay, you one more thing I would like to inform you. You can change the size also. You can take any size. जैसे अभी उत्सव ने varchar 2 में 2 ही साइज ली है, तो बट ऑब्वियस है 2 कैरेक्टर का किसी स्टूडेंट्स का नाम ही नहीं होगा. So minimum 5, 10, maybe 10 is enough. So you need to change, and you need to give the space in between column name and data type. Second thing, एंगुलर ब्रैकेट में टेबल नेम है वो सिंटेक्स में नहीं है. उसका मतलब मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन किया है, इट्स अ वेरिएबल. एंगुलर ब्रैकेट नहीं करना है, सिर्फ आपको नाम लिखना है. और उत्सव ने क्या किया है, स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट में लिखा है, तो वो स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट में भी नहीं आएगा. ठीक है. बर्थ डेट की डेटा टाइप गलत है. फोन नंबर में चलेगा, लेकिन बेटर कौन सी डेटा टाइप रहेगी, वो नंबर. ओके, दर्शन हैज पेस्टेड द आंसर. लेट मी सी. Create table students roll number integer 10. No integer. Either you can use the number or varchar 2. It means data type you need to recall. Number 10, 2. It means after precision 2 points मिलेंगे हमें. varchar 2 अल्फा न्यूमेरिक वैल्यू स्टोर होगी, और डेट के लिए डेट. ओके, DOB डेट सही है. जो भी चेंजेस मैं दे रहा हूँ वो करके आपका आंसर पेस्ट कीजिए. That's why I told you write down the syntax of create table and one example which I gave you. Okay, let me see the answer. Create table student roll number, comma, dot. No need to give the dot. Only roll underscore number. Number 3,0. It's okay. Or Riddhi 3,0, or you can give like number 3 only. It's okay. Student name varchar 100. Okay, but 100 के लिए स्पेस वेस्ट होगी, क्योंकि नेम मैक्सिमम 5 to 10 कैरेक्टर्स नहीं होगा. ठीक है, तो अप्रोप्रिएट आप ले सकते हो. देन मोबाइल नंबर 10,2. मोबाइल नंबर पे भी 10,2 नहीं, 10,0 नहीं, 10 ले लो तो भी चलेगा. बर्थ डेट में डेट, बाकी सब सही है. ओके, एंड निगम क्रिएट टेबल स्टूडेंट्स रोल नंबर 3. ओके, डन, गुड. दर्शन क्रिएट टेबल स्टूडेंट्स रोल नंबर 10, नेम varchar 20, फोन नंबर 10, DOB डेट. दर्शन, यस दर्शन, नाउ इट्स परफेक्ट. सूर्यवली क्रिएट टेबल नेम आपने गलत दिया है सूर्यवली. दिस इज द सिंटेक्स. सूर्यवली, you have pasted the syntax. Not syntax, I am talking about the answer. Create table students roll number 10, name varchar. Okay, here you can use the varchar or varchar 2 both, but Darshan and Nigam and Riddhi, whatever you have written, use the varchar 2, because nowadays most of application and most of website and software supports the varchar 2. Create table students roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only how many students? Okay, I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only out of 29 students have pasted the answer. One C create table roll number name. Okay. ये बाकी के जो लोग वो वेट कर रहे थे क्या कि सर ऐसा बोले कि इनका इसका सही है तो उसमें से कॉपी पेस्ट कर दे, ऐसा. सी गाइस, लिसन एवरीवन. उसमें क्या होगा, आप ऊपर वाले का देख के कॉपी पेस्ट कर लेंगे तो ये प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज आपको कभी भी नहीं मिलेगा. ठीक है, प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. प्रतीक आपकी सिंटेक्स गलत थे. Okay, correct syntax I am pasting. You can cross verify. Correct it means similar. It's not perfect. Perfect it means you can change it. Create table students into bracket roll number number 10. 10 की जगह साइज कोई भी ले सकते हो आप. नेम varchar 20, फोन नंबर नंबर 10, DOB डेट सही है, डेटा टाइप ठीक है. ओके श्याम आपको चेंज करना पड़ेगा. ध्रुति का क्रिएटेबल स्टूडेंट्स रोल नंबर नंबर 10 नेम varchar 2. यस यूज द varchar 2 डेटा टाइप एवरीवन. Okay, otherwise Dhruti answer is correct. Asti creative students, yes, good. Everyone has made the same mistake. Use the varchar 2. Creative students roll number number 10. Okay, good. साइज आप चेंज कर सकते हो. यस रोल नंबर और फोन नंबर उसमें आपने डेटा टाइप नंबर ली है. Yes, we can use varchar 2 also because varchar 2 supports the alphanumeric value. Here. So from the next lab, we will start the practical one. If you are having any